I invite you for first couple of minutes. Let's sit back and let's center ourselves. Let's relax our body. Let's breathe, bringing our awareness to our breathing. Let's acknowledge however we are breathing in this moment. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths, with each breath breathing in slightly more deeper, slower than the last breath. Acknowledging the pause, then breathing or exhaling out slower and letting go of whatever's not needed in this moment. After the 3 breaths, letting it go, let's make an intention by saying, I am present. Closing the door physically or just simply in your mind of our things to do, and telling our body, telling our mind that I will be present. And for next 40 minutes or so, I will work on myself for my future new self. So welcome to our last week of the New You program. We have all been joining together for the last 12 weeks. And today we will do a quick review. We'll also do a group healing, and then we'll celebrate at the end of what we started. So let's start with week 1. My name is Jazz again. I'm a wellness group founder and leader. I'm also a speaker and instructor, certified in many modalities, meditation. And my passion simply is to help you learn. Everything I learn, I apply on myself. I share my own struggles, and hopefully that can help someone else, just like many other coaches have been sharing, and it's been helping me. And then my other focus and passion is to help you have clarity and help you live your purpose. So in week 1, we started week 0 and 1, we started with our setting our resolutions, our goals, or theme for the year, and starting to change our mindset to go from I can't to I will, and committing so that we all started to take action. And the 3 keys that I shared with you in week 1 were to start to write, get a journal, get a diary, make it your own golden book. What do I want to achieve? What do I want? And then starting to imagine the new you and taking action, however small that was, even if you wrote 1 word in the chat or in your books. And just remembering again that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with step 1. That's one of my favorite quotes. Or the second one related to that the last best time to plant a tree was yesterday or 100 years ago or whenever, but the next one is now, right? So anytime we can take action. So for future, you can continue to follow me on this master game of life, where one of the things that I offer is coaching around purpose, which we did. Some of that we did some of the setting intention, but also rewiring our meanings of what things mean to us, and go beyond our blocks and shadow. And at the bottom, some of you also know me from my blog, and you can also follow me and reflect and respond. And my 3rd website is Learn with Masters, where many of us coaches come together. So this course will be saved there. You can also take the quizzes there, and we'll have future events like the one we'll have in June 17th at the International Day of Yoga. All right, so week 2 was Amanda. With Amanda, she's a mentor and a coach. She's also a writer, artist. And with Amanda, we talked about purpose and values, right? And purpose we simply defined as knowing your why. Why do you want to do something? She talked about values, and also we did a meditation with a mantra for you to connect with who you are. And one of the activities that we did that I would love for you to find your golden books if you were with us, and see, let's for a minute again connect with what did you get called to do the week one when we started, some rough idea that you had with this wonderful session that we did. What is your purpose? Why you were getting that nagging that Amanda talked about, right? And then something that we can start to do every day is to live your purpose. And when we live our purpose, last week we touched on it, and we take aligned actions, however small they are, then that's where we find the fulfillment. I wanted to briefly mention there's a podcast that I've started, and 2 of those podcast episodes are related to that week 2, right? So it's with Amanda. We again talked about the purpose and values, and then an example with Dave at the bottom. We talked about knowing your why, right? So take a moment to listen to the podcast, whether it's video or on any other platforms. And again, every day, listen to something that helps you keep going. Week 3, Jenna, we have you.
Sure. Hi, everyone. So nice to see you all again. So our week that was week 3, we talked about overcoming fears and roadblocks. And I am a hypnotherapist and a wellness mentor. I'm also an artist and a writer. And part of my journey of overcoming my own roadblocks in my life was acknowledging the things that were aligned to my values, just similar to what we talked about in week 2. And understanding that in order to overcome these fears, there's a lot of different processes that we can go through. And one of those is using gratitude as a reminder of our strength and our power and the things that we can contain within ourselves in order to get on the other side. So just remember, your values can be an antidote for your fear. And taking those tiny steps every single day is going to add up way more than 1 or 2 huge steps. So I hope that resonates, and I'm so glad I got to be part of this journey.
Yes, and we'll be sharing again with how to stay in touch with any of our coaches. Also with Jenna, I have done a podcast that will be coming out this week. And again, anything related to fear blocks. I loved when, you said it's safe to face your fears through acceptance and curiosity. So please look out for that podcast episode. And then we have Gayatri.
Hello. So I am a wellbeing coach. Also have training in Ayurveda, holistic health, and meditation. Primordial sound meditation being my main focus. We had a look at intention in week 4, where you want to set an intention, create a wellbeing plan with contingencies as well for whatever life throws your way, and imagine how you're going to be in those areas a year from now. Imagine your success take shape and how to set yourself up for success with baby steps. Write your goals, have clear action plans, but start small. Consistency is key. Be kind and compassionate, again, to yourself if things change, and have a commitment statement at the end, which you repeat daily when you're faltering and you come back to it. And one thing which I wanted to add with intentions was that sometimes what we set as intentions change. What we think we had wanted changes as life also. You don't know what's going to happen. So things are constantly changing, evolving, and so are our intentions. So please be easy with yourself, these things.
Week 5, we had Wendy and Molly. All right, so Wendy is, I think she lives in Hong Kong, and she's a health and happiness coach. She helps corporate leaders, business owners to achieve better sleep, reduce stress, release weight. And Molly was with her many weeks, and she is a Chopra health teacher. She helps people decrease stress. And that's her passion, right? And both of them in week 5 helped us look at sleep, which is so important, right? And we talked about how to improve sleep. I know I personally started to track my sleep on a daily basis after this session. And the message was simple, right? That many of us, we exhaust ourselves to sleep by watching TV or social media or phones. And both of them, Wendy and Molly, shared many tips on how to start preparing, right? And Wendy talked that health is a result of our daily habits. And then sleep is our superpower, right? And if we can follow the sun, if we can follow the circadian rhythms, then we can prepare our brain, our body for the sleep. So wonderful tips. Any of these sessions, you can go back and review them anytime. We also talked about 3 ways to prepare for sleep, right? We did yoga poses as some of the yoga poses that can help you, right? We talked about pranayama, which are breathing exercises. And 2 of them that we shared can help you balance your body. And then lastly, we did yoga nidra, or a version of yoga nidra that can help you achieve relaxation. And by using affirmations like, I sleep easily, or I've worked hard today, and now it's time to rest. So again, go back. Week 6, we had Molly again with Lilenia.
Hello, good morning, everybody. Week 6, we talked about morning routines and having a good morning routine with some water and movement. So how many of you added movement to your mornings after we talked about this? Let me see in your chat. Everyone, if you did movement, raise your hand or put in the chat that you added movement to your morning. All right, Indu, great job, yeah. Lovely, yeah. I love morning movement. If I don't have the movement, my brain doesn't work. And honestly, I didn't have it this morning. So I'll do it right after this. But yeah, mornings are a great way to start your day. And every morning is a chance to start anew. And we also talked about the change you make is a change you need. So being gentle with yourself and not forcing yourself or pushing through what you think needs to happen, but really being gentle and appreciating the changes that you do make. All those little changes create the big change in your life. So be appreciative of that, and I'm very appreciative of all of you. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Lillian. I know I personally loved your Tibetan postures or rites. I think you called them the first one. I really enjoyed it. Matter of fact, let's do that right now. I invite everyone. Please lead us through at least 1 or 2 of them.
All right. Well, we'll start with the spinning because that gets our chakras aligned and creates fun in the day. So bring our arms out, stretch out, and we'll do 3 spins any direction. And ground it out, lift up, grab the sun of the day, the newness of the day, and we'll go into downward upward dog to get everything aligned. Forward fold all the way down. And extend from your hips to the top of your head, all the way down into plank. Lower your heart to the ground, roll the shoulders back, open the heart, smile at the new day. Bend the knees, tuck the toes, and downward dog. And back into plank. We'll do that 2 more times. Lower all the way down. Roll the shoulders back. Open the heart. Smile at the new day. Bend the knees. Tuck the toes. And downward dog. And last time, plank. Lower down. Roll the shoulders back. Smile at the day. Bend the knees. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. And walk the feet to your hands. Extend from the head to your hips. Relax down. Soften the knees. Gather the sun of the day as you bring in the new day. Bring it into your heart, in your mind, in your gut, in your being. Namaste.
All right, week 7, we had Molly again, as well as Cheryl is also one of our total well-being coaches. And in week 7, we talked about work-life balance. And again, a reminder here was that often many of us see work as stress, right? Because it does bring us a lot of stress, but we think that when we'll go back in life, or when that Friday will come, the weekend will be so wonderful, right? But that's not necessarily the case. And there's more to it than work and life. And Molly covered what is stress and how, if we don't treat it, again, we know this likely that stress is one of the seeds of illness, right? And one of the ways that we can deal with stress is meditation. Again, a reminder, and Cheryl wonderfully led us through the power of now and the inner body meditation. So week 8, we had Trish, is also a certified Chopra life coach. She has this, her website, mydaily-.com. And with Trish, we talked about holistic health. So I gave an introduction to Ayurveda. Trish talked about the different mind-body types. And that's one of the ways you can find out where you are out of balance, right? And holistic health, again, we've know that word, is a reminder to start to foster better overall health. How? By daily routines, things that we talked about in morning routine or night routine. And these habits, once we find out where we are out of balance, we can do simple things, right, to bring us back in balance. And also with Trish, I've recorded a podcast that will be coming out in a few weeks, so look out for that. And Trish is excellent. One of her passions is to help us change the stories we tell, right? Everything that happens to us, there's stories that go on, and if we can change those stories, we can change ourselves. With the holistic health, it's based on Perfect Health, Deepak Chopra's book, and we took quizzes to find out what is our natural mind-body type, right? Are we a Vata, meaning a hummingbird? We are air, and we are all over the place. We do many, many things, right? Or are we a Pitta, right? We're like an eagle. We're very intense. And lastly, are we a Kapha, right? Are we a swan, that we are naturally grounded? And the reminder again was there's a natural state of balance that we have. And then, because life happens, we get out of balance. And the second quiz can tell us where we are out of balance. And what Deepak talks about is that using the 6 pillars of nutrition, movement, sleep, meditation, emotions, and self-care, we can get back in balance. We can reinvent our body. In our next series in the summer, we'll come back and talk about all of these in detail. So week 9.
So Molly talked about nutrition and how important nutrition is for your health, your mind, your spirit, your physical health, and let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. That is so true. If you think about food as the fuel, like if you put diesel gas in your car when it's a regular gas car, it's not going to work well. But we're constantly putting food in our body that doesn't allow our body to run well. So thinking about food as the fuel for this mechanism, and let it be the life force of your life, right? And then we also talked about the vagus nerve and how the vagus nerve is able to bring in all the nutrients of that food when it is in the parasympathetic state, in the rest and restore, rest and digest state. So it's really important for us to manage our stress for many reasons. And as far as the vagus nerve goes, when you are in a relaxed, safe environment within your own mind, body, spirit, that vagus nerve really allows the nutrients that from your food to go into all your organs and into your brain, into your heart, into your digestion, into your everywhere. So really staying in that relaxed state is the key to optimal balanced health. And ways to to allow us to stay in that state are breathing techniques, pranayama. We talked about ujjayi breath. That's like that Darth Vader breath. We also talked about self-massage, abhyanga, and really giving yourself that self-massage and nourishing yourself, letting yourself know that you're safe within your environment, safe within your mind, safe within your body. And, you know, like you would pet your pet or your pet a child. It's really giving yourself that love with some nutritious oils like coconut oil or jojoba oil or almond oil. So, the different oils for your dosha. If you look down here on the bottom right, the vata oils are sesame oils and almond oils to balance vata. The oils for pitta are coconut, sunflower, and olive oil. And for kapha is safflower and mustard oil. So just find the oil that works for you and that you feel harmonious with, and allow that to be your daily routine. I like to do it at night because then it gets to soak into my skin overnight, and in the morning I take a shower. But you'll find what works for you. It's all an experiment. So just, you know, with all of these things that we're sharing with you, try them out and see what works and what doesn't work. And if it doesn't work right now, it may work in 6 months. So don't judge it just because it's not working for you at this moment in your life. I encourage you not to just like shove it off to the side, but really invite it to come into your life when it's ready for you.
Thank you. Yeah, and also all of these tied to the quizzes that you can continue to take every 4 to 6 weeks, or when you find out a balance. And the message is simple, that there's many ways to balance ourselves, whether it's food or it can be self-massage as an example. That's what this balancing taste and touch was about. So week 10, we had Christine.
Okay, so thank you to Jazz to present the meditation. It was wonderful the way he did it. And the point of this meditation is to balance inner emotional states. And sometimes the imbalance is more rooted in emotional stories we are not aware of, even which are very remote in the past. And this balancing chakra meditation releases blocked energies. It is my advice is to do it at night before sleeping, because while you are sleeping, your sleep will be sounder, more profound, and get to the level of healing. And it is a way to make a profound healing without even seeking the causes of those imbalances, emotional imbalances. There are traumas, there are addictions, which are rooted in very remote blockages. So that's the point of this chakra meditation. And as it is done with relatively with complementary colors, it can really help to relieve those blockages.
Right. So yes, it goes hand in hand with the regular meditation, but also going deeper into individually to each one of our 7 chakras, to meditate on it, to kind of find a balance on daily life. So we will be covering a little bit more on the International Day of Yoga on June 17th.
Thank you. What I personally love about chakra meditation, as you can see in the bottom right, is that we can do all of the energy centers of our body, or at any given time, if there's a certain aspect that we need. Like I'll give an example. Last week, I was at all week actually event. And in one of the times when I had to go and present, my way of connecting first was to ground and then come to the throat chakra, right? And say that I am expressive or I am strong, right? Going into a negotiation, right? And saying I'm strong or feeling I'm loved. So individually, you can work on any one of those that comes to you that you need. And simply by whether it's the colors that works for you, whether it is the affirmations, whether it's the mantra, the chakra meditations can be done in many different ways. And that is one of the ways is to balance your mind with either sight and sound as an example. All right, so week 11, we had Gayatri again.
So basically, this week 11 was actually about balancing the spirit. The best way to do that is actually through meditation, and there's so many different forms of meditation. So we had a brief look at the different forms of meditations that are there. And just like you beautifully described, there's the chakra meditation, and also since you've done the quizzes already and you know what your dosha is, Vata, Pitta, or Kapha, and that also really helps you find out what kind of meditation works for you and what kind of hurdles you may face or concerns during meditation, and to choose the kind of meditation that'll suit you. And 3 things, regardless of what your dosha is, or regardless of where you are and your age or anything like that, which we kind of came down to was the routine. It's best to have a space or a time or a certain spot that you are going to meditate daily, just to also remind you, and have a set time to go there. Start small, be kind to yourself. 5 minutes is better than nothing, or thinking you can do it for 1 hour in one day and not for the next 3 days. It's just like if you were brushing your teeth, you're not going to brush your teeth 3 times on Monday and skip Tuesday. You're not going to do that. Same with meditation, right? And just keep it effortless. You don't have to sit in a particular position. You don't have to do a certain duration. You don't have to do a certain style of meditation. Just like Lelania said earlier, and she said it beautifully, experiment. There's no hard set rule that you have to do it one way. Try out the different meditations, see what works for you as well. And with the meditations as well, it was the concerns that are there, we address that as well with the hurdles that are there. I don't have time, or it's too hard. And I think we've put intentions here instead of the meditations. But the way it balances your spirit is it helps you connect back to your intuition, your authentic voice. It helps you become more creative, and you tend to be more in the flow because you're trusting your intuition much more as well. And the other spiritual gains and benefits is you have better relationships as well with other people, and you make better connection to self and to other people, and you're not looking at external factors. You have your self-value as well. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Gayatri. Any meditation is better than no meditation. Another metaphor that I think we had heard before or touched on was that, whenever we go and take a dip, whether it's ocean, swimming pool, or even a shower, right? Whether you go for 1 minute or you go for 15 minutes, your body gets wet. So just remember, even if it's brushing your teeth, if you have no time, that can be your moment of being present. All right, so that brings us to week 12, which is about celebrating our new you. We also have with us today Taffy, who's an energy healer and a whole body coach.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you, everyone, for giving me some time today to get in the group, and I'm getting to giving me the chance to introduce my energy healing to everyone. I am an energy healer and hollow body coach. Hollow body coach is we using the holistic approach to change our mind, our body, to get into a healthy, happy lifestyle. And before, if I can help anyone transforming their life to become happy, joyful, first, I would love to introduce my energy healing. In my belief, if we don't have a healthy mind and body, we have no energy, no motivation to move forward, to change, to become a better version of ourselves. So in my approach, usually I will help anyone come in with a challenge, with a physical challenge, condition, mental emotional distress, to feel at ease, to feel strong and healthy before we can move forward to transform anyone's life. That is my approach. The energy healing I use is the energy from the universe, and combined with unconditional love, combined with the energy of unconditional love, that the energy will transform to a loving energy, go into your body to heal any mental, emotional distress, healing any physical condition that you experience that prevent you to moving forward to experience a happy, healthy, and joyful life. And with my healing technique, it's very simple and very short. I can do remotely or in person. With individual healing, I use the time take about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And for the group healing, it will take 5 minutes and 30 seconds. When I say it is very simple, like you just need to be open to the energy healing, just to be curious, welcome the energy come into your body, and let's see how it can work, the benefit for our body, our mind. It's very easy, simple, but it's not so easy if we keep having our mind like busy. We have a jetting mind, we cannot focus, then that part is going to become hard. When I transmit the energy, the only thing I would invite you to do is just to focus, to be present for the moment, to welcome the energy come into your body, to receive it, to see how it can make your body transform, mind and body, physical well-being. It's just very simple, but if we are not welcome, we are not open, and we keep having a busy mind, we keep having thoughts in our mind, that means we cannot receive the energy. We cannot get the most benefit from the energy healing that I would like to transmit it to you. I am just like a channel. I receive the energy from the universe combined with the energy of unconditional love that I have for everyone. And that's how the magic can happen if we are open to it. When I transmit the energy healing to you, you may or may not feeling some sensation. You may feel some warmness. You may feel some tingling, or if you have some physical condition, a little pain may increase, but it's not going to be so extreme that you cannot tolerate it. It's just a little bit more. So it gives us the signal that the energy is working on your body, helping to fix any condition that we are experiencing right now. Or you may not receive, or you may not experience any emotion or any sensation. But still, if you pay focus and receiving the energy, you get a lot of benefit coming to your body. It just individual react differently from the energy that I receive. But just have the trust, just have the belief that energy healing is very powerful if you are welcome and let it work the magic. With the energy healing that I know and I transmit from the universe to your body, even I don't know your condition. Like today, we have a group section. I don't have the chance to talk to individual and know what your condition right now. But the energy just come into your body generally with my intention. The energy will fix anything that is going not right in your body, make it work correctly. And that is how I feel like this energy healing is amazing. Like I work with my client individually. That day, she didn't tell me she had a pain on her hand. She just told me, oh, treat me as usual. Later on, when the session was done, she told me, oh my God, I feel my hand was so warm. And I say, oh, okay, let me know if you have any pain or any discomfort in your hand, on your hand that today. She said, oh, I forgot. Yeah, my hand was stiff, a little bit numbness, but I didn't remember to tell you. So that is how the magic worked. The energy worked like magic. Even she didn't tell me. I did not focus sending the energy to that part of her hand, but the energy knows where the work needs to be done, and it's still flow there to fix it. But when I work individually with you, if you know some condition you want me to pay focus, I will send more energy to that part to improve that part like quicker. But still, I still send the energy to your whole body, and it will fix anything, even though we don't see the symptom yet. We don't see any symptoms show up, but it's still fixing everything. So that's why I am so in love with this energy healing. And I hope today's section will give you some wonderful experience. And I'm very thankful for today. I have the chance to introduce my healing technique to you. And I hope you will find some benefit from this section. Thank you, Jess, for inviting me today. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So if I can have everyone sit relaxed and comfortable. And if I can invite you to close your eyes. And if you can get yourself to the relaxed state of mind. And just release any tensions, any worries, any doubts, or concern that you may have. And take this time just for you. This is your time. So take it, enjoy it, and relax into it right now. We will begin a few deep breaths. If you can start counting backward with me from 3 to 1 in your head. Ready? Take a deep breath in, 3, and release it slowly and gently. Take another deep breath in, 2, and release it as you feel more relaxed, more peaceful. Take the last deep breath in, 1, and release it as you continue to relax. Please relax, focus, and welcome the loving energy from the universe coming to your body to heal you, to make you feel stronger, healthier, and happier. At your time, when you are ready to receive the healing energy, please open your eyes and let me know. And before I start the healing section, it's going to be 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I would like to invite everyone to pay focus on my forehead. And during that 5 minutes and 30 seconds, if you can continuously imagine the energy coming out from my forehead to your forehead during that 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Just like imagine the energy coming out like this to your forehead. Okay? And if your eyes get tired, you can blink your eyes. If your mind get wander, just come back and focus again. The main important thing is focus on my forehead and imagine that energy coming out from mine to your during that 5 minutes and 30 seconds. You don't need to direct the energy anywhere to your body. I will do that part. because if you do that, it will take your attention away and you cannot get the most energy that I transmitted out, that I would like to send out. And you, like I said, you may feel any sensation, any tingling or warmness. As soon as I open my eyes, stop sending the energy, everything will come back to normal again. So don't feel nervous. Or if you don't feel any experience like in tingling or sensation, don't worry, you still receive the energy. It's just a different individual react differently. And I will set a timer, and I will mute myself so no one can get distracted from that noise like when the timer goes off. Is there any question before we begin? Okay, can I begin, Jess? Let me get the timer. So when I do this, that means I start and I close my eyes. And I invite all of you, open your eyes, focus on my forehead. I know we do meditation. We love to close our eyes to imagine easily. But in this technique, we have to focus and look at my forehead. Okay, everyone? Is there anyone who would like to share your experience?
Jenna said she felt a strong golden light. Lisa said thank you. And WP said thank you. Lelania said warmth, sleepiness. WB, my stomach inside feels better, peaceful. Beautiful. Thank you. All right. So to end, again, I invite you to bring your wonderful notebooks, golden books that you started with, and like you to simply write few words. Today, I set out to do fill in the blanks, or I learned, and again, it can be one word, I achieved, or simply I'm committed to continuing from this 12 weeks. And please write those in your notebooks or share one or two in the chat. We would love to hear if there was one thing that you took back in any of the weeks that you are continuing to do, or today, hopefully it connected you back and you'll go back and redo it. Again, all the recordings are available. I will share all of our coaches, and you can continue to come back, take those baby steps. So let's take 30 seconds right now. Anna, thank you. This 12-week program has changed my life in a profound way. Can't express my gratitude to all the wonderful speakers and coaches. Thank you. Christine, I'm really grounded in a positive attitude life. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so in the closing, yes, please share with us, chat. And there's one favor I'll ask you, all of you, to do is that take 1 minute, 2 minutes of your days, and I'm sharing a link. Please give us feedback so we can improve, or we can simply, give us a quote as a testimonial that can help someone else that may read when we redo this series next year. We will do a new series, Holistic Health and Ayurveda, and we'll go a lot more in details of balancing, and we'll do this in August. So stay tuned for that. And also, if you give us feedback, that will give us your email address so we can reach back to you when we do start. And again, look out for the podcast that will be coming out every few weeks. That will also keep you motivated. Last week, Gayatri had touched on PSM. Again, primordial sound meditation is a wonderful technique. Many of us coaches here are certified in that. And what that gives you, based on your date and time of birth and location, a personal mantra that will is, again, a wonderful way that has many benefits. All meditations have benefits. That is one way that primordial sound can take you back to that state of balance. So reach out to any one of us coaches. I will share the links. And again, she also touched on Shiri Yantra. Those of you that are especially in New York area, I have few of these, or I'm sure you can order them on Amazon and other places. Another wonderful way to bring positive energy in your space or help you concentrate if you're a visual person that needs that. So with that, the link is in the chat. Please take a minute and take the survey, and we will see you back in August. Thank you for joining us for this wonderful 12 weeks. I know I personally benefited in so many ways. Thank you. Thank you, all the coaches and wonderful instructors. And we'll all come together again. Bye-bye.